Alright, we are working on our training system. I honestly think that if let's say I probably will give myself about 2 hours of work time. If I work good enough, then I could probably get um I'm listening to a video and it's C-SPAN and they get cranked by people calling about Howard Stern. I'm listening to a guy on C-SPAN. C-SPAN calls are so funny. Huh? Oh, I didn't even see that guy. I didn't even try to trick him to falling off. I just chilling. What the hell? Why'd I get all depressing over here? Douchebags. Hey. Got it. I think our supply is good. Hey! Let's see what. Yo, what the hell? That's wait, what? Ooh, that's pretty. Checker mark. Oh, seizure. Nice. I'm trying to flush this system. Alright, so how I set up that, if anyone wonders, what the hell, what did I do with the that one station back there? I actually, ooh, shit, everything's cleared, I think. Yeah, we need to empty all these crates out. No, no, no. Oh, perfect, it's flushed out. And before everybody's like, oh my gosh, that's not right. Actually, this is a great idea. Let's see if this will last. If this does not last, then that means we need another train, which it's not going to. We're going to need another train. Actually, all these belts don't have to be full. It's a very slow system. I'm trying to get rid of all this junk. I could delete all of it, but honestly... where you go? Honestly, I really don't want to spend time deleting all this shit. And plus, rather... Yeah, I have an idea. I'm gonna actually test out the turbo fuel manufacturing facility while I build the generators because I want to rack up a shit ton of turbo fuel. So I did a little bit of an exchange where I'm gonna make the sulfur on the top and the coal at the bottom instead because I did an accident over here. So I'm flushing out the system. And it'll take 4 of these stacks a minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 minutes that it's going to take to flush all that out. So this is actually a pretty good test. All we got to do is I'm pretty sure, like, hook this stuff up. Where is it at now? It actually won't necessarily be consuming this much stuff, if you really think about it. So yeah, I will say, even though it's actually consuming at like a rate of 100 and... Hello, how's it going? So yeah, we're gonna run out, so that means we need another train. No problem. You might be saying, "Oh, get longer cars." I'd rather have another train. If you really think about it, if I have longer cars, then I'm gonna have to get more trains anyway. I'd rather have shorter trains, because shorter trains, they don't transport as much stuff, but they're a lot easier to manage. They can slip through the rails way better. So I am performing. This is junk. I made a little bit of an error where I put the sulfur through. Now it's either I can go in. I could go in and flush all these systems, which means how many hours? 286, which it translates to approximately too many. So that means if I go and flush it on this side, I have to rip out this unit and then replace it. And then do that 3 more times. And then do that 8 more times. And then do that again. So no thank you. I'm not going to be doing that. Also, by the way, I watched this one guy build. Check this out. Look what I found out that he did. Look what he did. This is not my building style, by the way, but this guy did this. Oh, shit. And he put the thing all the way up. This facility, if it runs, it's going to make 50,000 turbo fuel a minute. Let's go check on the quote-unquote experiment. It's console. Yeah, in November 4th, they released Satisfactory. Hey, look, let's put LBJ in the office. By the way, this could look way prettier. I'm just building it as it. I'm gonna try and make sure it works before I decorate. It's coming back. Here it comes, guys. It's gonna come back. Hopefully, if I'm not wrong, the sulfur should be on the top and the coal should be at the bottom. The great thing is we have to train. We have the system that works essentially. Just finished 4 games, 298 hours. That's probably because you play fast, and that's not me bashing you. I just don't play fast. I like the enjoyment of it. Way better. You know why my game probably looks quote unquote way better? And it's not against you. It's not against you. It's probably because I am stupid meticulous. Like I'm stupidly meticulous, and I have like OCD. And everybody else just kind of goes, spaghetti, spaghetti. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, here's the thing. If it works, it frickin' works. If it ain't broke, don't frickin' fix it. Simple. Is your factory's probably messier than mine, but guess what? Your factory worked. And that's all that matters. Yes, okay. Oh shit. Don't stand on this. A little spaghetti. Exactly. Is spaghetti messy? Yes. But here's the thing, it works. And then it's gonna go here. I don't have any plastic or anything going here. So it says no plastic, no rubber. And off it goes. You know what's interesting? I'm not a big train guy, but I can tell you that electric locomotive, it's like, if you're wondering, oh, wouldn't it be weaker because it's electric? Actually, oh, it's working. Actually, trains are electric. I've never dabbled with nuclear energy. I'm still on fuel. Usually, I just try not to spoil myself. But I have done it before. In fact, if I'm not wrong, a lot of diesel trains, or a lot of trains in the modern day, they're all they are is just electric. They're all electric. But you're wondering, oh wait, why they burn stuff? They're actually diesel electric trains. So they take diesel, burn it through a diesel generator, and well, the rest is history. I have a diesel generator that burns at 6 kilowatts. So yeah, my little puny diesel generator in real life, it only produces about 0.006 megawatts. Exactly. All this is a big ass diesel generator hooked up to motors. That's what's cool about it. Or is nah, yeah. Let's say, is it like a diesel to direct mechanical connection? I'm like, no, I don't think it is. I love Skeeter. We love Skeeter. And Yukon, who is a senile German Shepherd. Bark, 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 bark. She like has like little voice cracks. It's adorable. Oh, I hope I get... Dude, I have to go back to my restaurant job tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. I really hope I get that guy to hire me. I want to work on wind turbines. I like both. Dude, if I'm lucky, then in the next month I can go up into wind turbines, brother. I would say build wind turbines in this game, but dude, wind turbines, like the best ones right now that we can make, they only go up to like 15 megawatts. Those are the ones in the offshore. But I think they should offer wind turbines, like direct drives. Like, they should get direct drive, because direct drive wind turbines can make a lot more power, but they're more expensive. Oh, Yukon. Yeah, I do not. I need 1200 coal and sulfur a minute. I do not have 100% throughput, so that means I need to get another train. Simple. The train network I have is going to have only one type of... Sorry, are you talking about the... Oh my god. Chat, why is... I do not know why it cuts off. I'm sorry. I have to go check your comment on my phone because it will not display it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, in real life, like, I'm actually destined to hopefully become a wind turbine tech. Like, I'll into one of them. But they should add them in the game. But in real life, in real life, the highest power rating... Oh, thank you. The highest power rating is 15 megawatts. I'll work on ones that are only 1.5. If I get this job, I'll hopefully be working on the GE 1.5 SLEs, which they are the workhorse turbine of America. They are everywhere. I mean, there's 20,000 of them that were built. If you've... No, I'm not addicted. I only have 300... If you're working with direct drives, they're very expensive. Like, your typical, low, medium, what's it called, medium to high-speed turbines, they're relatively cheap. It's the direct gearboxes that are really, like direct drives are really expensive because you have to have you have to have a gigantic rotor, or not rotor, but you have to have a gigantic generator, which requires a ton of permanent magnets. They're relatively cheap, to be honest with you. Because, like, for example, a generator for, like, a typical turbine is probably, like, smaller than your... probably a little bit bigger than your engine. But then for direct drive, it is bigger than your living room. Like, by the way, I'm about non-direct drives. Non-direct drives are relatively cheaper. Typically, how do you generate? For a non-direct drive, it is fed into a gearbox, which steps it up. And you mentioned something about planetary gears. You are actually... I'm about to... So, again, you need... bros about the job. You're waiting for to surprise them and call them to show you more interest in the next guy. So, a wind turbine's generator needs to be spinning at roughly 1,500 RPM, which... the income for the model I might work with is 20. So you need to step that rotation up. Like what? That's a gear ratio, I think, of like 1 to 80. Last time I checked. Or it was 1 to 80, or it was 1 to 82. But anyway, they take that rotation and they just spin it up super duper fast. But with the direct drive, the cool thing about that is that direct drives, they don't need a gearbox. They're expensive, but the pro is that they can generate a lot more power, and they don't need lubrication, or they don't need as much. If you increase your rotor, essentially, that big-ass disc on the front of turbines that are direct drive, that's essentially, like, if you know what the rotor looks like in the game, in the stator, if you take that and you just make it, instead like this, you make it a disc. That's a part of a generator, is a rotor and stator. The rotor... You might be wondering, what the hell is a rotor? What the hell is a stator? A rotor is the thing that rotates. A stator is something that is static and stable. They don't rotate. So the rotor goes inside the stator, and it uses an electrical charge where it charges a armature, and then it switches to another armature, and then another one, and it keeps going and going. Yeah, it's really cool. But I got to actually see the yaw drive that like makes the turbines point different directions. I got to see one for a GE 1.5 SLE. They are probably as big as your torso. They're really big, and I didn't get to feel it, but it was probably... It looked like that motor was at least 80 pounds. It was huge motor. I'm electric... You're an electromechanic. Yeah, that's cool. Man, back in the 80s, wind energy was super expensive, but they've gotten it down, like, super low. It used to cost, what, like 20 times more in the 80s? But they've gotten better at, you know, making more efficient generators. Like, for example, take a tower of a turbine, right? You can, like, a lot of turbine models use the same tower. So if you can get a turbine model that generates more power at the same height or same tower height, then you automatically get more bang for your buck. You can also tweak like inefficiencies in your generators. Like for example, Vestas and Mitsubishi, Mitsubishi and Vestas teamed up together in what's called VHMI, and they made the world's first 10 plus megawatt wind turbine, which is the V164 10 megawatt. Usually the ones that are double, the ones that are double-digit megawatts are the ones that are offshore. China is trying to get a 10 megawatt onshore. If they can do that and make a reliable 10 megawatt onshore unit, oh my god. I think once they start getting above 10 megawatts on land, that's where we could really start seeing like a big change. I mean, like literally 15 years ago, your norm was like 1.5 megawatts. Now we put them down and they are like 2 megawatts at their bare minimum, and we can get them all the way up to 6. We have turbines now that can replace, like, the turbines now could replace like 4 or even up to 10 units 15 years ago. The reason we don't replace them is it's sometimes just better to let them wear out and run their life course, and then it's cool. What was I gonna do? I hope I can copy paste my train settings. Oh, this is my actual good factory. Like, what's going on? I see it. It's building up. Yeah, being an engineer and 90% doing cheaper as possible. Exactly. Do it as cheap as possible, as fast as possible. Yeah, don't be like GE, who basically sold their 127 series, and they had shitty-ass bearings, and they got sued up the ass for it. Yeah, they're, at the wind turbines you might see, they got the very tiny boxes at the top. Oh, and I just got ricocheted across the map. They got smaller nacelles, and they have little ball nacelle. They have ball hubs, and the blades kind of go like this. When you look at them, they kind of point out like that. And they have a little black sleek rectangles in the back, right, or kind of like towards the rear of the nacelle on the sides. Yeah, that's a 127. They manufactured those with bad bearings, and GE got sued for it. And they have to replace all the bearings. Have you ever heard of a company called Rivian? Because I'm in central Illinois. If you ever heard of a company called Rivian, their factory is literally like half an hour from me. In fact, Bloomington, Illinois, you go there, there's a lot of Rivians. They make those trucks with like the little weird circles in them with lights. It's really odd. If I had a dime or a nickel for every time someone said that. Look, okay, listen, I know my logic is bad, but I'm trying to get to it. I'm trying to get to phase 2. Here's my plan. My original plan was to, I was going to get this refinery done and go to phase 3. But I turned it on, and my refinery, it worked like shit. It didn't do anything. So I tore it down. It was going to generate me a net of 8.7 gigawatts. And now with the new upgrades I'm installing, it's going to go from 8.7 to 40. Like 43 gigawatts. And it's going to produce almost double the plastic. Yup. If you guys know Terraria, I built a base, like 9 bases in pre-hard mode Terraria. Dug a tunnel to them on a large world, by the way. Dug a tunnel at each one of them. Dug a elevator on each one of them, and then went into hard mode. And that took me straight up like 3 or 4 months. Like I don't care. I'll take my time. I play games for the enjoyment. Here's the thing. This doesn't look the prettiest, but if it works, I'll upgrade. Hey, what's going on over here? Where's the coal knock? Oh shit. Got it. Go free. Okay, now, I could stop here, but the problem is I don't have 100% throughput. I'm gonna get chokes. So I'm gonna need to get the train. I'm gonna get another train. Where is that train? How I can copy paste? Let's see. I want to show you my bridge I built today, chat. Felicious, if that's what your name is. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. Oh shit. So this is my really garbage newbie spaghetti factory, and there's my nice, beautiful, newer, modern factory. I built it to be modular so you can stack rooms in case I need to expand. Yeah, I should have done that. I will say the good thing is I probably have all the parts to make the next stage, or at least most of them. I want to guess it's going to the coral crater. Yeah, if it's going that way, it's going to the coral crater. I built this bridge today. I saw this one guy who made a really cool Satisfactory world. I'm like, dude, I need to get... And this isn't an exact copy, and this isn't a copy of anything, really. I actually came up with this design myself, to be honest with you. But, I'm like, yeah, slow push while you explore other things. Yeah, that's what I did for my previous attempts. My only problem is I think I need to start getting, like, on the computers. But here's the thing. The reason why I'm so slow... Thank you. This is my first piece of work. Ooh, okay, so that... I have a lot of those. So I might just make, like, a feed system. That it's not automatic, but it'll let you feed. Here's the thing. You know why I'm not advancing to the next phase? It's because I know that I can't do shit without power. That's why I'm trying to constantly expand and get as much power capacity as I can. I have more than 30 gigawatt hours of battery. I have, if I get this plant done, more than 40 gigawatt hours. My plant, hopefully, I think it'll honestly take another 2 weeks. Here's the thing. I'm going to get my... it's going to take me forever to fill the reservoirs for my generators when I build them. I have what I call the FGC... the FGC... 7... Sure, getting hit at 75 mile an hour. Hold on, can I, I can't, Okay, I need to know how signals work. I think if I have 2 trains doing the exact same thing on the same track, I don't think it's gonna be a problem. But if I do upgrade my system, I'm gonna have to learn how to do it. Like I'm gonna have to learn how to upgrade my signals. I need to make blocks because what I do know is that blocks, how it works is that it will let trains into a block if there's nothing there, which makes it makes that very very. Oof. Do I not have rubber? Dude, I usually pack. Oh my! I don't even think I have rubber here. I swear I had rubber. I had like lots of it. But yeah, if my new plant's successful, it'll go from 390 rubber plastic a minute to 600. Then it'll go from it'll go from like 12 and a half total gigawatts to like 40. I seriously do not have any. Oh my goodness. I have an idea. I have a great idea. So in this one area, I actually have a You know what? I know it might sound boring, chat, but here's what I need to do. I need to time a train cycle. It's gonna suck, but then I can do my throughput calculation. Because if I know how much time it takes for a train to cycle, then I can actually calculate my throughput. I should need two. Simple. Sit down. Let a train cycle. So there's this one area at this track where it's not being used. Like for example, point A to point B. Well, not really. Okay, so for example, this train is gonna do something. This train is gonna do a couple things. First, it is going to go from the Long Beach. It's gonna go from this facility, travel down to main facility. Oh well, first off, it's gonna go from this. It's gonna. Let's start from here. First of all, it'll go here. It will pick up all of the sulfur and coal. It's gonna bring it back, and it's gonna go down the other direction. It's gonna go over here, and it's gonna go into this station. Once it goes into this station, it's gonna drop all that coal and sulfur off, and then it's gonna scooch forward, and it's gonna take all the plastic and rubber made by the refinery out. Then it's gonna train over here, back down to where it came from, into this station, where it's going right now. So right now it's going to my main facilities train station. My main facility train station looks hideous, but who cares? It works for now. It is going to drop off all the rubber and plastic into sinks because it needs to have throughput. If the rubber or plastic backs up, it will destroy the system. Then after it drains the entire train, it's going to go and collect the resources and make another cycle yet again and again. Actually, I'm pretty sure right here is a dead line. Yeah, this is a dead line right here. Right here is a dead line. It goes up through this one. But yeah. And the reason that I have this as a dead line is I want to expand it one day. I believe that this, if I work with this, it's going to be really, really great. It's going to be really, really fundamental. Whew. Get rid of these ugly ass sinks. Oh, gone. There we go. We got 1,200 rubber just chilling out right here. I don't want the freight car. So. I'm gonna play VTOL VR. VTOL, ooh, play VR, that's cool. Alright, have a nice one, man. Chill. Peace. Hey, did the funny. I'm listening to C-SPAN pranks. I love C. Alright, freight, Main facility, coral. Main facility, coral. I'm watching C-SPAN. Someone's like, "How does lunchboxes?" We're like, "What the?" Freight wagon's full. One load. One load. One load. They should be far enough apart. It's Wild West! Didn't think I'd have a Wild West shootout. Do you imagine this? Okay, I know it sounds bad. If you could shoot other players, imagine how fun it could be if you just popping shots off at a train, have shit in the middle, like guard yourself, like get you cover. Pew 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 pew. You're just shooting shit. Alright, so yeah, they're pretty far apart, even with the delay. So yeah, this is gonna start catching up, but then it's gonna go, but then this one's gonna go, but then that catch-up room is gonna be removed when this gets to the station that the previous train was at. Here it goes, we're gonna... Here comes the other one. I mean, these things are probably consuming like an average of like 50 megawatts, which I don't really care. Actually, probably like 40 or 30 megawatts. These are pretty good. Choo-choo. Yippee, look at that. Again, I agree with a lot of players. Trains definitely breathe life into your save. And this reminds me of Just Cause 3, because Just Cause 3, like, it's a game about blowing shit up, and there's these trains that, like, they're automated trains. They run around the map every once in a while. Here goes the coal in the back cars. Have sulfur. And we better get the hell off in a second here. It's not failing. That's not why it can't. It's not doing anything. It's simply just not gonna unload because guess what? There's just nothing. There's no room. So it's just gonna go to the next one and it's gonna do its thing. I probably have about 20 minutes left. So what I'm gonna do for my 20 minutes is I'm gonna see if I can maybe try to get the plastic back. So I think we got all the stuff done. Like all the imports done. We just need to get a ample amount of Oh, here comes another one. Ooh, I wonder if it'll mix. Actually, I think even if it does mix, it's only going to filter out. So if there's like plastic and sulfur, then at the factory that I have, it's only going to unload the plastic because I filtered it out. So I think we're good. There goes number one. Alright, so the left over here is plastic, and the right on that you guys can see is rubber. So how do we work with this? You know what? So yeah, now we have the plastic line. The plastic and rubber distribution line. Looks like another one's coming in. The first train. Oh, would you look at that? This train right here is leaving. It's not going to deposit any materials because this place is full. I'm timing the second train. So I just started a stopwatch on my watch. We're gonna see how long it takes. I'm gonna add 10 seconds to this because it took 10 seconds. So let's see, the 32, right? So we get 6,400. Divide this by 1,200. We can last at least 5 minutes. I'm not wrong. Now we can last at least 5 minutes per train load. So right now, if it was draining all the sulfur and shit, it would actually be 2 minutes 14 seconds. However, I'm gonna add like a minute and a half. So let's say 3 minutes and 45 seconds because that accounts for loading times and accelerations in time and whatever. Yeah. So even if we do like, even if it was 3 minutes and like 4 minutes for that matter of fact, it's still great because look at this. I mean, they're not perfectly in the middle, but still. I may have to go for a third train. You never know. Alright guys, so my system is kind of working. I hope I can achieve 100% throughput. Tomorrow, I'm not going to play that much tomorrow because I have work. But tomorrow, my plan is to hopefully start this up. And we can begin hopefully building the generators for my facility. Again, I'm going to run. I might even start packaging up all the turbo fuel. I might start packaging up the turbo fuel because, for example, for each generator cell, there's going to be 7 generator cells. Each generator cell will be like consuming up a nice, each generator cell I'll have will most likely have a industrial output to it, like industrial buffer. So we do 2,400 times 7-ish, divided by 1,500 a minute. It's going to take up to 11 minutes to do its thing. It might take 15 minutes to fully load my system. I'm going to be surprised if it takes 20 minutes. So I'm actually going to package up my turbo fuel. Or yeah, whatnot. Do all that fun shit. Could even try to sync it. Yeah, and you know what? Not only will it be great to produce some turbo fuel early, but it'll actually be a great idea to test my throughput for my trains. Because if I see any choking going on with my refineries, I can fix that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Today was a really good day. We built that great bridge. We finished our rail network. We could begin testing the refinery next episode tomorrow. So yeah, peace.